Hello, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Happy Friday. Hope that everyone's looking forward to their weekend. I certainly am. It has been a rough couple of days, rough few days actually, which is why I was not able to stream Wednesday or Thursday. Work got in the way in both instances. I ended up on a support call with Microsoft until late into the evening on both days. Yes, that was fun. But, you know, it's the job. It's part of what I have to do. Hence why we're back tonight. We're back with Diablo 4. I have been building up some Diablo 4 hardcore characters so that we have characters at higher levels. You don't have to keep seeing me grind through those first 20 or 30 levels over and over and over again. I've also been doing some testing of some builds and things like that. I've also got a hardcore character that I'm purely running off stream as my own personal challenge of I want to make it through the entire story on hardcore, back to back, rather than just one at a time. I've completed the main story on hardcore. I have completed. Actually, I've not completed Vessel of Hatred on hardcore, so I actually have to do both Vessel of Hatred and Lord of Hatred on hardcore. In any case, I have. Let me go ahead and I think we're top left. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I think it's top left. This is my Warlock that I've been messing around with. If you'll remember, we got a level 50... I don't know, 52 Warlock, but that was a Hellfire Warlock, or also called an Apocalypse Warlock. Still don't know why that Warlock died. I've gone back and looked at that a number of times and still don't completely get it. But in any case, this is a completely different build. This started out as an Eviscerate build using the Tail Whip, but it has very quickly evolved into more of a minion build than anything else. Not necessarily minions that stay around for long periods of time, but I do absolutely have minions, and a couple of greater minions as well. And I've already got a plan of what I want to do to take it to the next level, which is going to require one swap out of a particular skill and swapping in another one. But I'm not ready to do it quite yet. We're at level 48, so we'll go start with that. You also notice I've got a number of others here. We've got the Paladin that we started in the Lord of Hatred campaign, so we can always go back to him. Alan is a Druid, which is the very first class I ever played with. He's going to be a companion Druid. He's the one that I'm using off stream to try and do all of the campaigns hardcore. And then this is the gentleman that I started messing around with last night. I've never played a Necro, and I know that there are Necros that do not necessarily focus on minions. Because I've always thought that with Necros, the minions tend to get in the way. It gets too busy on the screen. However, with the 2 runes that most people use that bring in Spirit Wolves, as many as 8, I might have been wrong about that. So I've been messing around with this Necro. I just started playing this character last night. Obviously, I haven't gotten very far. And then I also have this young lady here who started as a Fireball Sork, because that has always been my preferred sorceress. But she has transitioned to an Ice and Lightning. Lightning only from the perspective of the teleport skill. Everything else is very Ice focused. I'm not 100% sold on her yet, or on the build yet, which is why we're not going to be playing her tonight at all. But I did just kind of want to call that out. A couple of quick notes. As far as schedule, I'm going to start putting the schedule up as posts on the channel moving forward. I am also considering tonight is a test. I am back. Oh, hold on just one second. I think my mic is turned up too high. It is. Okay, I think that'll be better. Of course, I could have always... Okay, I think that'll be better, yeah. I had been streaming at 1440p for a long time. It was one of the reasons why I moved over to YouTube, was so that I would have the ability to stream at 1440p. Back in December/January timeframe, I started noticing at the hour 3 mark, pretty consistently, that I would start to drop frames. I would start to lose consistent upload speeds, things like that. Could not figure out why it was. Brought in a tech from Xfinity. He found some distortion on the line, or some feedback on the line, and over time, consistent upload time, that feedback would build up, and at the hour 3 mark, I would start to see problems. Now, it did depend upon how much I was uploading. So when I uploaded to 1080, I could string it out to 4 hours, but then I would immediately start seeing the same degradations. Nothing ever, though, got resolved. That particular tech and their manager did not do a very good job from a customer service perspective, so nothing ever got resolved. Had another tech here on Wednesday. Phenomenal gentleman by the name of Anthony. Calling him out. He has no idea that I'm calling him out. And he actually pinpointed it. We thought it was a wire running from my router to my TV box from Xfinity. Come to find out, it actually wasn't that wire at all. It was the TV box itself. The TV box was what was actually sending static on throughout my network, and therefore, when I upload a large amount of data for a long period of time, it would start to choke. Downloads were never an issue because they're run on a different channel within the router. So we figured it out. He replaced that particular TV box, gave me a new one, gave me one that is not running on coax, that is actually running directly off of my Ethernet backbone, which I have running through the house. So tonight is a first test to see how well 1440p works now under the current, hopefully, improvements. If 1440p works under these under this situation, then my plan is to go back to dual streaming and streaming both to YouTube and Twitch, with YouTube being my primary. That will mean that there will be certain games that I will probably never store as videos or do anything with, other than just maybe live VODs on the channel. Then there will be other things that I will still continue to do straight to video, such as story-based content, and then of course the shorts that you've all been seeing the last few days, the last month or so. But that's a big change. I'm pushing 1440p right now. I'm pushing up at about 12.5 meg per second. So we'll have to see how it goes. Hopefully, when we hit the hour 3 mark, that'll be the telltale sign. If I make it past that mark without any issues, we should be good to go. Couple of other quick notes here. Today was the release of the 0.5 update of Path of Exile 2. Most of the updates that are in this new update, in this new patch, are related to endgame or quality of life. They did not introduce any new content other than the League mechanic, which is Rune of something. Something of runes. I forget what it's called. But it's a new rune mechanic. They introduced some quality of life. They, of course, made some changes across the board in different areas. But the big chunk of the update is all in the endgame, which I've still never ever made it to. So I will not be playing Path of Exile 2 on stream, even though I have in the past. They also, though, did announce with this update that they are going to be doing a full GA release, a 1.0 release, by the end of the year. So that will probably be when I bring Path of Exile 2 back to the channel. I am going to be playing it off stream, though. Not sure what build yet. Still trying to decide that, but because I'd like to finally make it to the end game once, if possible, before 1.0, but we'll have to wait and see. So that's one update I wanted to give. Second update I wanted to give is, we talked about after the announcement from Bungie that no new content was coming after June 9th, that the Monument of Triumph is going to be the last update. I have been reading every single article that they posted. They posted one yesterday and two today, talking about what the Monument of Triumph update is going to contain. I am very pleasantly surprised by a lot of it. I'm looking forward to a lot of it. I know a lot of people keep throwing around the phrase dead game, dead company, doo-dah. I'm excited to play the game. I think there's going to be a bigger opportunity for me to check off some boxes that I haven't been able to check off under the current situation. I also have some plans of content that I want to put out there for posterity's sake, if nothing else, and to say, to show that I've done certain things on the channel related to Destiny, because Destiny has been such a huge part of my life for such a very long time. It's the only game that I've got more than 1,000 hours in. The only game since games were tracked. So I'm very much looking forward to that. But you'll notice in my schedules that I've been posting, I've not had any more Destiny content since that day of the announcement. And that's because I'm waiting. I'm waiting until June 9th. I have taken off June 10th, 11th, and 12th. So starting the evening of June 9th after I stop working until that following Monday, I will be playing Destiny. I will be playing Destiny every day. Hopefully you all will come and join me. I will be showing off some of the new stuff in the Monument of Triumph. Hopefully I will be finding new things, building new things, crafting new things, because there are so many new mechanics and quality of life changes and things that they're putting in with this update. I don't know that I'm going to even be able to show it all off. I was so my favorite dungeon has always been, and I know I'm going to get a lot of stick for this, has always been the Shattered Dungeon, or Shattered, is it Shattered Dungeon or Shattered Keep? Shattered Dungeon. It's the very first dungeon that was ever made available, and you find it in the Dreaming City. It's always been my favorite because of the design of it. It is not, let's just throw a bunch of mobs at you or put you in a small room with a large number of characters and, hey, good luck. No, it is, you needed to know where the enemies were. You needed to be tactical. You needed to have bows or scout rifles to get through the first half of the game. Then you got to the smaller rooms, and things were a little bit more difficult. But that was the way, that build-up was one of the reasons why I loved that particular dungeon. But that dungeon has not been touched since it released. They may have made some updates to it during the Season of the Wish, because there was a whole great big thing where we were going back and forth between the different, not the different zones, the different, whatever the area is, I can't think of it, the dark area. Anyhow, they showed on one of the updates today, in one of the articles, that they're going to be updating all of the raid and dungeon gear. They're going to make it all Armor 3.0, so it's all going to have tiers. In addition, they're making all weapons and armor have the ability to be upgraded, so you don't have to find a piece of gear that's tier 1, has tier 1 stats, and then, hey, you can't do anything about it, which has always been the problem with the old content. They're tiering everything. So they showed off just the hood of the armor set. By the way, they're also giving set bonuses on all raid and dungeon armor. I think all armor, to be complete. Like, there's destination armor as well. I think they're going to have set bonuses too. But they showed off the hood, and it's the Techion something or other hood. I forget what its name was, and it was red, and it was gorgeous. I mean, hot. I cannot wait to go back and do that dungeon. Attempt it solo flawless, and try and get that armor set, because that armor set looked absolutely fantastic. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm really looking forward to with Destiny starting on June 9th. So as I said, keep an eye out. June 9th, I will absolutely be playing a ton. And as I said, I'm also putting together some other content for future posterity to be up on the channel as well. I thought there was one other thing I wanted to mention really quickly, and I don't now remember what it was. Oh, yes, I just remembered because I just saw it. Obviously, I have a love for action RPGs. I have a love for isometric, top-down isometric RPGs. Diablo, PoE. I played Titan's Quest 2 when it came out in early access. I'm not going to touch it again until they get it closer to 1.0 or 1.0, which is probably a good another year and a half away. But needless to say, I love those games. There's a game that I've been wanting to play on the channel for a long time. I've been wanting to do a hardcore run, hardcore attempts of it. I've played it off stream probably 40 hours or so, but never really found a build that I like, and that's Grim Dawn. I've been holding off on bringing it to the channel because I knew that they were doing a final DLC. They have been working on it for a good 6-9 months, while also doing other things at that studio, including Farthest Frontier. But they just posted that they're going to be releasing the new DLC. Don't ask me the name of it because the names of Grim Dawn don't mean anything to me like some of these other games. What's up, D? The D12D. Okay, D12D. Interesting name. Welcome in. What was I getting ready to say? So the update for Grim Dawn will be coming. I think it's July 13th, July 16th, July 17th, somewhere in that neighborhood is when they announced it's going to be coming. So look forward to that. If you are a Grim Dawn fan, I do plan on bringing that to the channel. I have no idea what kind of build I'm going to want to go with yet. There's a lot of things that I like, but I also know for a fact that there's one meta build that everyone loves to play in Grim Dawn for hardcore characters. I'm going to try and not go with that, simply because it is the one that everybody plays. And based on what I've read of it, it's probably not one that I'm going to be all that interested in playing anyway. Okay, with that, I have talked way more than I should have, so let's go ahead and jump back in. Let me make sure I have the right character selected first with my Warlock, and let's get rolling at level 48 and see what we can do. You'll notice we are on hard difficulty. I am going to wait until I get to level 50 before I switch to Expert. Spend about 10 levels on Expert, and then we'll switch to whatever's next. I think it's Nightmare, because I can't unlock the third season chapter until I do something specific at level 60. I don't remember what it is, though. Okay. Yeah, let's take a quick look. I need to do Hellish Descent, level 60, Penitent. Penitent is the 4th difficulty. Normal, hard, expert, Penitent. Nightmare was what it used to be called. That's right. Before they changed it, it was Nightmare. Okay. Wouldn't also mind doing a Curious Undercity on expert, trying to get the max attunement so I can get this one cleared. But I'm still not necessarily comfortable with how quickly this particular build clears things. So I've definitely got some things that I want to work on this evening. Let's see. What have we done? I don't think I have anything ready to go yet. I don't think I have anything in my inventory. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, I've got a couple of keys. Let me put these in. So one of the things that I've been doing, because I've been doing so many hardcore characters, or hardcore runs, is putting stuff like keys and runes and gems into my stash so that I have them after I die. Alright, that is materials reserve. Okay, materials reserve there. Do that. Do that. Okay, we'll do that. Get rid of that one. Okay. Alright, let's do something that's fairly quick.
That's it for that piece.
That can get us to level 50. And then we'll jump to experts. So the easiest thing that I like to do is just do a couple of dungeons that are going to give me 5 whispers each. Okay, both of these are 60 minutes. We might be able to do both of these. I just noticed, did you see that message at the bottom? It said there is no cow level. I know for a fact that that's not true. Oh. Okay.
You can barely stand. Stay here with the others.
This should be interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take a look at that unless he jumps into chat to talk to me. So tomorrow is a big day for my buddy Jeff. He's a big Arsenal fan. We're gonna go watch Champions League. Oh, shoot. I have to bring up my big boy. Yeah, we probably can go and make the jump to expert. But I'm gonna stick to my guns. What am I doing? Slay the pirate captain. Why are none of my buttons working here? I might need to switch controllers. My A button is sticking. Wish I remember where it is that we're supposed to go. Right corner. Oh, there. Is this it? Probably. Yeah, here we go. A lot better than my very first attempt with that particular boss, which I remember not handling very well. Alright, we'll just go back here. Alright, let's see, what did we get? Anything of any value? +1 to occult skills doesn't really help me, and I lose the movement speed. Oh wow, that's even better anyway. That one's a no. one's a nice step up. That one's a nice step up. I just lose the... But I could convert it. And then this... 78 willpower. What am I getting? 31, 40. I'm getting 71. This is 78. Max life. Weapon damage I don't care about. Oops, that was not what I wanted.
This should be interesting.
Alright, let me just go do... I'll go do the next dungeon. Oh, let me switch controllers. Alright. 49 minutes, I'll have plenty of time.
Come on. Look away.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it, and then I'll make the changes afterward. Oh, there's the last one. Wow, that's a great place together. travel to the brine. There isn't any place else to go. I gotta look in my settings because I could have sworn that I turned on the ability to see damage numbers, but I'm not seeing those. Here we go. Wow. That was pretty fast. Take a look at these text messages that I got. Get rid of some of this. Let's go to the Tree of Whispers. That'll get us up over 50, probably. No, maybe not.
It is
done. Helms, amulets, talismans. Helms, amulet, talisman. Helm, amulet, talismans. What are... Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. Let's do talismans. Because I have not been getting, on any character, I have not been getting good talisman drops. What did we get? Slaughter. 19% movement speed for 4 seconds after killing an elite, and 4% attack speed. I'm going to lose some armor, though, but I'm going to fix that. Lightning resist. There's movement speed right there. Fire resist max resource. Plus 1 to demonology. Shadow resist. This is resistance to all. And that's movement speed there. Alright, let me replace that one. This one can get rid of. Let's go with this one. I'm going to keep a hold of this one, though. Okay. Oops. There's level 51. These two I'm going to keep a hold of. Damn it. Yeah, I don't need that one. Drifting Shades. Blood blisters, summoner elites. There you go. Alright, let's go get rid of that. Okay, now, let's upgrade ourselves. First of all, we'll do this. What have I got? 2. Alright, 10. Okay. Alright, let's do rings first. Willpower, attack speed, crit strike chance. With a socket. Alright, that's got no willpower. No willpower. No willpower. Okay, willpower, life regen, fire damage multiplier. The fire damage multiplier doesn't do me any good whatsoever. Boy, is that a big jump of willpower. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. Arms. Doesn't have willpower. Legs. No. It's not a big enough difference. Chest I was going to absolutely jump to. What about the legs? I think it was this one that I want. Yeah. It's this one that I want. Alright, and then... that's like crit strike damage. Willpower. Oh, that's even better. 78, 33, 60, 94, 354. It's missing a perk, but yeah. And I need to socket it.
Taken apart, melted down.
Alright, let's do the sockets first.
Like the eyes of Lycander herself.
Okay. Alright, now we can put that there. I'll get those runes back. Alright, there. Let's take a look at... I don't know what my resistances even look like. Physical. Okay, so let's do... lightning. This is... This I want to put here. I'll do aspects in a minute. I want to get the socket stuff taken care of first. Alright, so there's an extra 24% all damage. And then what have I got? Have they fixed the gem crafting bug? Let's go. What have I got? I've got lightning. Let's do ruby. Nope. Still haven't fixed it. So it's not until I get to flawless that I'm able to actually craft any... Boy, does that suck. Okay, I could use with some physical. Cold. Right, there's cold. Poison. Alright, I'm just missing physical. I mean, I could do with some more cold, but... Alright, now, let's do some aspects. Let's try this first. Alright, I'm gonna put intercom there. If you have eviscerated an enemy in the last 10 seconds, you gain 35% increased fortified, and it refills your life 200% faster. Yeah, but I'm not... This isn't really a fortified build. That's the problem. This one's not that bad. The blood boiling aspect, it pretty much works for anybody. Every 6 seconds, gain 1 stack of overpower, which increases my damage. And then gaining overpower spawns 1 volatile blood drop. And collecting it causes it to explode. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Basic skill have up to a 44% chance to make your next core skill cost no primary resource. That's not bad. I don't have much in the way of good skills, it doesn't look like. or good aspects that I've found. I've been unlucky in that area as well. No, we'll go ahead and do it. You lose these 10% and you kill lesser demon now. I think that's all I'm going to be able to get for right now. Alright, is there... No, I'll just add movement speed onto the boots. Is there anything else I wanted to change this one? Let's change the fire damage multiplier. Nope. Alright, we'll just go with max life. That's fine. That one's good. Alright, let me go put movement speed on the boots. Wow, maxed it. Awesome. Alright, that should be good enough.
If I cannot be in the wilderness, this will do.
Yeah, I think that'll be good enough for now. Alright, let's jump up to expert. Yeah, penitent is the next one. Okay. So sometime around level 60 to 65 is when we'll attempt whatever the Hellish Descent is. I can't remember. I've done them all, but I don't remember what any of them are. This is what I want to try and do next. But before we do that, let's mess around some more. Let me take a quick look. This. Alright, so Tree of Whispers. Nightmare Dungeons is already at 1. Helltide. Ender City. I hate the Infernal Horde. I hate it so bad. Alright, you know what? Let's go mess around in Helltide to see how Expert feels. Or maybe we'll do a Stronghold. That might not be bad either. Alright, let me go here, because I've got a side quest to turn in.
You have a good...
Okay, here's Helltide. Let's start over here. this is the exact problem that I have with Hellfire. Without any warning whatsoever, you can all of a sudden be completely surrounded.
It is done.
Okay, good. I actually got a side quest done in the middle of that too while I was at it. I'm not 100% sure that I know what just happened there, but...
See what it is.
Alright, apparently... over here. I need to find another. There's one right there. Oh, that's the spin to win barbarian, everybody. If you've never seen one. Holy crap. Okay. All right, so I was holding my own in Expert. In Helltide, where you tend to get surrounded. Holding my own is what I'll call it. Let's see. Oh, wow. All damage multiplier. Alright, we'll need to... We'll need to put a socket in it. Alright, let me look at the two-handed weapons first. That's a big jump. Not in willpower, though, and it's shadow damage. That doesn't help me. That's nice. But yeah, crit strike damage. Okay. Alright, so I need to imprint and socket that. Feet. 5 willpower. This has already got movement speed. I'm not going to imprint it. Nope. Yep. Okay. Alright, so I need 5 sockets. 3% total armor.
Keep your treasures close.
Oh, it is a waitress, isn't it?
There's better poison. And we just leveled up once. We are close to getting a Tree of Whispers. Let me see if I can find... There's one right there. We'll do a couple quick sellers to get the Tree of Whispers cash. Oh, I did forget the crap.
They've been feeding on my son. Please, take it back from Let it in. No. Please.
Well done, warrior.
Alright, where's there another one? Or we can just go find this guy. Oh, right there. Okay, apparently that wasn't it. Nope. Now we can go back.
It is done.
Chaos, rings, leg guards. Chaos, rings. I think I may go leg guards. I'm not happy with either one of them. I did want to put intercom back here.
Pity to break another's work.
All right. We're level 54. Okay. Alright, let's see what the war plans are.
Chart the course. Where do we strike?
Helltide, Infernal, Undercity, and then Helltide. All right. Back to Helltide. Where the hell did that come from? What am I standing in? I don't know what's going on with this game, but I have consistently been having times where I'm pushing a button and nothing is happening on screen. We're at 85. Where's the next chest? Holy crap. Alright, well, I ain't walking there. I don't know. I keep finding myself standing in things, but I don't know where I'm getting it from. Doing this on expert, I'm not going to use any of the stuff that I have, the tributes. I'm just going to go in with the 150. Alright, so the key for me is to get max attunement. Alright, 187. Now we need to focus on time. Okay. I need to max. We need to go for the last pillar. There are any more. I'm not going to get the max. Damn it. I should have done more in the first area. Well, hold on. There's a few here. Nope. Damn it. I was so close. Oh, I got another. Oh, that's right. They won't let you do that here.
No gate will save you. He will brook no floor.
So much good I would have done. So much.
What have I have done?
I was so close to getting it that time, too. I also, though, kept dying, or coming close to dying a lot. Which means I need to get some better resistances. Alright, let me do this first. Doesn't help me. Potion capacity, fortify generation. Sockets.
An inquiring mind. Welcome, welcome. As fine as the relics of old.
That wasn't too hard.
That's a little bit better willpower, or a little bit better armor, plus the increased potion capacity. I don't know if fortified generation is going to mean anything, because I don't... Let me double check, but I'm almost positive I'm not getting fortify anywhere. I could get it from here. I can get it from Dark Prison. I can get it from Tortured Wretch. When you strike and eviscerate an enemy with Hellion Sting, you are fortified for 1%. So I could get a little bit of fortify here instead of getting the 40% increased eviscerate. The problem that I have... Oh... Rampage now smashes... Oh, that's right. Lesser demons to fortify. I have to get rid of something in order to get Metamorphosis. I also need to get resource generation. Or resource regen. Because I think the thing to get rid of would be to get rid of Hellion Sting. And then replace it with Metamorphosis. But I don't know that I'm producing enough of my Wrath to make that feasible. Alright, well, we need to do Infernal Hordes. Let's do it. I'm not looking forward to this. I hate Infernal Hordes. I absolutely despise it. It is not a playstyle that I enjoy. boss is knocked back when dealing damage. Spawn an ether fiend on death. Ether fiends have greatly increased health. Yeah, we'll go with that. Need to get through the waves. The waves are my problem. The boss isn't an issue. Hellborn can now ambush you. Hellfire. Soul Spires. I was going to go get the second tower, but Alright. Yeah, I don't worry about single boss. Hopefully that's a good aspect that we just got. Okay. Let's go back. Material. Okay, so he's dominance. So this is the only one that's wrath-based. So if I removed Hellion Sting, which is really only giving me 30,000 points, which reminds me I need to open up the settings and figure out why I'm not getting numbers. I just got a unique. All right. You know, all I can do is give it a try. All right, let's do. So that's all done. Let's start with this. 1209. This one doesn't have willpower. Doesn't have willpower. Doesn't have willpower. Speed, healing received. +1 to Abyss skills doesn't help me. Alright, what about you? Oh, this is the Gore Feast one. The Gore Feast aspect. Well, it's a... I mean, I have to put it on. It's 400 points of extra armor. And it's poison resistance. Oh, but I'm going to lose armor. Unless I replace Wall of Agony with armor. Or add armor. Which I'll probably have to do. Alright. What is this? Unique two-handed Dirge of Odium. Well, this is huge. Weapon damage, life on hit, doesn't have any willpower. Physical damage multiplier, resource cost reduction. Your basic skills deal 0.9% increased damage per wrath you have, but you lose 10% wrath per second. Every 50 wrath gained beyond your maximum generates 1 dominance. Ugh. Ugh. I don't know about that.
I'll be here, swinging away.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Alright, what do we get here? 32 all stats and then potion healing. What is this? That's just Fur of Mastery, and this is Fur of Dark Pact. This is all stats. Impairment reduction, and then lucky hit. Oh, not a fan of this particular set, but
Ancients, watch over this one.
Oh, it is a waitress, isn't it?
okay. I was gonna do something. Yeah, I was gonna put armor on here. Let me see first if I can get rid of the Wall of Agony. Oh, that's horrible. Resource cost reduction. There we go.
May you find your way back.
And then sigil duration. Okay. It works. We'll give that a try. I've never used that one before. Did I want to switch this one? So I lose movement speed. Yeah, it's just not good enough. Same thing with this one.
Back to it then. That's it for that piece.
And this, I'll put in here. Helltide. Undercity. Nightmare Dungeon. What is this one? Large amount of experience. Okay, I need to go run upstairs and feed the dog real quick. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm guessing this is under gameplay, but let's take a look under graphics first. Show battery level. Label. Display own health. Display own resource. Display summon health bars. Okay. Character visibility, player highlight, combat text options. Ah, there it is. Normal damage, critical damage, crowd control effects, buff effects, reputation gained. Alright, that I don't care about. Activity progress text. Okay. There we go. That's what I was missing. That's what I was missing. Okay. Let me go run upstairs and feed the dog real quick. I will be right back, and we will continue on. We should absolutely break 60. I'm going to really work hard at getting that one seasonal objective of the Cuirass City on Expert completely, max attuned. But I also want to try and clear level 60 on Penitent, start seeing how that feels to then attack the Hellish Descent, I think is what it's called. So anyway, I will be right back.
Mostly.
Okay. Alright, we're going to make a couple of build changes here. First one being, we're going to change Rampage to Demonic Smash. It's a leap attack that transforms you into demon form, dealing damage with a 5% chance per hit to grant you volatility. So we're going to make that switch. Make sure I've got everything else right. Casting Rampage compels your lesser demon skills to generate wrath per hit for 5 seconds. So this might actually be enough for me to not need the wrath. Or need the other skill. The other thing I'm going to do... I'm going to swap this for Tortured Wretch. I'm a big fan of Tortured Wretch. Alright, that one's dominance also. We have no ability to use dominance. And no longer taunts. Now lasts for 12 seconds and redirect all damage to it. As long as you stay in the area, it can absorb up to 30% of your maximum life before it is killed. When the demon dies, it explodes, dealing up to 14,000 damage and fortifying you for 25%. Okay, now we can actually get fortification. Alright, so that's done. We're going to test this in with the war plan. Metamorphosis would replace what? Okay, so we're going to get rid of bombardment, and we're going to replace that with metamorphosis. That we want. Increases your demonology skill damage by 1% for each bonus max life you have. Reduces our dominance costs. Okay, that's excellent. And then which one? Does not replace any skills and grants element. Does not replace any skills and grants volatility while active. Each Hellfire skill casts increase your Hellfire damage. It burns you for 8% max life over 3 seconds. Each cast deals 5% increased burning. Hold on a minute. What? Does not... I don't understand what it means by does not replace any skills. And grants volatility, which randomly empowers Hellfire skills when you attack with them, which would be either this or the Rampage. Increase your Hellfire damage by 4.5%, but burns you for 8% max life, which is 123, over 3 seconds. Each cast deals 5% increased burning to you, and Metamorphosis ends if you become injured or cancel early. Alright, we're gonna give it a try. I don't know that I like that. Okay, so that's 8 there. That's not right. That goes there. This goes there. That's what I want. Actually, yeah. All right, I'm gonna max you. Okay, you're maxed. You're maxed. Alright, let's go in with that. Alright, yeah, let's... This is gonna be rough. So, this may actually get me killed. Me making a change like this at the last minute. I did a new war plan.
Come. Let us plan our next move.
Oh, I didn't hit start. Yeah, this may get me killed. Oh, lovely. I have no idea where there is a... chest. Yeah, not liking that at all. Okay, I'm going to go back real quick, and I'm going to change that. Because I really, really don't like that at all. Whew, man, really don't like that. Holy crap. Grant sin up 20 stacks. When you have metamorphosis, each sin can be consumed by casting non-Archfiend skills to generate 3 dominance and wrath, which I do anyway. So yeah, this actually makes more sense for the way that I play. Man, that scared the crap out of me just then. Yeah, this isn't working. I need to go back to doing what I was doing before. Problem is I don't know how viable it is for endgame. Yeah, and I'm not liking this at all. Those two are still fine. I am going to drop a couple of points there, though. Let me try... There's that, and then... Yeah, there's that. There we go. Yeah, let me try this. Well, actually, one other quick thing. I'm not sure about this tortured wretch. No longer taunts, but now lasts for 12 seconds. You redirect all damage to it as long as you stay in the area. It can absorb 30% of your maximum life before it is killed. When the demon dies, it explodes, fortifying me. Means I need to stay in the area. Saws grind up enemies around the tortured wretch, periodically dealing 753 damage, 5% chance to eviscerate enemies for 22,000. So this is really the only thing that would be fortifying me. Yeah, let me do that one instead. Okay. We actually have enough to open a chest. The problem is I don't know where there are any chests. Okay, there we go.
You'll be tested now.
That was a situation where there's too many things there close to... Okay. Yeah, I ran up on that spot a little bit too quickly was the problem. Alright, again. Nope. More armor. Max life, life regen. a lot more armor. Yeah. Alright, let me go put sockets into this. Let me make that switch real quick.
You know where to find me.
We head here, here, and here, and then we head back down. Did I still not make it to... Oh my god, I still didn't make it to 1. quite hit 2. Alright, let me go grab this one. We got 2. Ooh, I almost screwed that up. Alright, time first.
Test.
Okay. Head to... I think we actually hit 4. But let's hit 4. Yes, I did. Okay. All right, I gotta sit here and while I have a minute. Is this change of the build working? You're maxed. Well, you're not maxed, but... Well, that's right. They're not going to let me do that anyway. Summon Agrom. You are inside. I actually think this is what I need. Yeah. I think I need Sacrificial Fragment. And then I need... to get some buffs via armor. Okay, guys. We're good. You can stop now. Okay, I'm gonna go back to tennis because I can turn it into 3 whispers also. Alright. We're going to make a couple of changes here. What are we, level 61? Okay. Yeah. So while an enemy is eviscerated, your summoned demons prioritize them and gain 50% increased movement speed. Lesser demon skills gain a 2% chance to eviscerate enemies that are already eviscerated. So that's why bosses are dying so quickly. Because I'm eviscerating them. They're then prioritizing them. I mean, I suppose I could change it before each boss fight, but let's do this next Nightmare Dungeon and find out. See if how much this changes. I want to be unstoppable. I just want to be unstoppable. I think that's my thing. Okay, what did we get? We got boots, full power, max life. I can put movement speed. I think I can go ahead and do that with.
Where to find me.
Yeah, I don't even have to worry about doing the aspect.
It is
This,
done.
Primordial Dust Leg Guards, one-handed weapons. Let's go amulets. I know my amulets are... Why? Okay. Game wasn't allowing me to move. Let's see. Willpower, max life, armor, fire resistance. Yeah, this is the one.
BB to break another. I'll be here, swinging away.
I really need to get some more fire resistance. I did just get some. I thought. Yeah, I just got some right there. Got good. Well, I have halfway decent poison resistance. Because fire's been eating me up in some of these rooms. Okay. Oh. And one of the whole reasons for us doing that was that. Oh, damn! 160 willpower, max life, fire damage multiplier. That doesn't help me. The 2 empty sockets. Weapon damage I don't care about. Well, the damage per second, I mean, it's a big jump, that's why. Alright. And then I'll put intercom on it.
Back to it then.
Dark prison and I don't think grid can be converted.
Mainlander, what do you seek?
First.
Auspicious omen.
Alright, what have I got for you? When you lose at least, that's the sworn one. There's the brutal. And then these. Okay, let's. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me. Oh. I thought attack speed was something that you got on. No, I guess not. Alright, you know what? Let's do demonology damage. Let's see how it feels. I mean, that's all I'm doing. I'm doing nothing but demonology damage. And apparently I got another level. Okay. Alright, we got one thing left for the war plan.
I know what lurks in darkness.
Alright, we're going to get Herodric materials out of this particular Nightmare Dungeon. What am I supposed to be doing? Slay all... Oh, slay all enemies. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're going to find out now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, when you pile everything up on them like that, it still ends up doing fairly well. Alright, what I'm going to do next, I want to do a couple of things. One, I want to go switch out Subo. Because Subo's max ranked already as far as my companions are concerned. Okay, so we got a whole lot of stuff all right there together. Alright. Helltide leveled up. I'm gonna go here first. And then the Undercity. Okay, he leveled up. Alright, you're now maxed. Okay. Ooh, an 810. Physical damage and resource generation. What are these skills at? Physical damage. Physical damage. Physical. Okay, these are all physical damage, so that's absolutely a good ring to have on. The question is, where do I put it? Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't care about the lucky hit chance. You deal 61% more damage to incapacitated enemies. Eh. Alright, arms. Max life attack speed. Physical damage. Just doesn't have willpower. No. Oh, that sucked. No. No. Willpower, thorns, lucky hit, cold resistance. No. 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 Man. What are we? We're level 65. Yep, I still can't craft any. Oh, I can craft a flawless topaz. Okay. Alright, so topazes. Alright, then let me go grab everything in... Now that I've unlocked 4s and 5s, I can go ahead and bring... scrap all of these and see if that can give us... No, it didn't unlock any 4s. I need to do a gem reserve nightmare dungeon. But let's do that on Penitent. So what I'm going to do is I want to go to the den. I want to swap out Subo for Variana because she's not leveled up. Both Subo and
Sometimes I wake up
this guy right here are both maxed.
I forget I'm an exile. Do you? Old Variana will do you right.
I'm not sure I've ever actually used her. Let's see. Variana swings 2 axes and an arc in front of her, dealing physical damage and bleeding damage. Variana slams the ground for a brutal shockwave in front of her, dealing physical damage and knocking down. Yeah, let's do that one. Although I do like bleed. If I had a different character, I'd probably do that, but yeah, I haven't touched her at all. Life regen, fortified generation doesn't matter. Crowd controlling an enemy grants 1 resolve. I lose the poison resist. +3 potion capacity. And then maybe I add armor. Yeah, let's do that. Then I'm also going to have to socket it too. Although I don't have to socket it immediately.
Oh, glad that's done. I'd also like it to show the... Yeah. Why is that not turned on? Alright. This was the damages. Map options. And property changes. Lucky hit chance on skills. When comparing item, tooltips, properties, gained, law. Yeah, there we go. These two. There we go. There we go. Alright, so I lost 498 armor. But actually I only probably lost about 350. The duration of any volatility or demon form you gain is increased by 164% if you have the other. All right. I was going to do a gem reserve nightmare dungeon, so... Oh, but I do want to change... Okay, I want to change... difficulty. Let's go and set up Penitent and see how this feels. Gem reserve. Here we go. Actually, do I have a gem reserve? No, this is the only one. What am I doing? Explore and slay Thundertooth.
Fortunate timing. Let's see who can hunt the most meat. Most pounds wins. Winner picks the dinner menu. You haven't won yet. That one was going to be mine. You beat me, so you choose. What's on the menu?
I have no...
Happy
Oh.
to lend a hand with such
Oh, this was an event with her. Interesting. Poison resistance and max resource. Okay.
Listen, stranger. I can still bite.
Alright, so far... I mean, it's a nightmare dungeon, but... I don't think I would be able to handle... a penitent infernal horde anytime soon, but... Barely worth it. That's the one thing that I really dislike about the corrupted shrines and corrupted dispelled chests. They're almost never worth it. You end up wasting all kinds of time. Oh, I was like, who was using the staff? I didn't realize the person we had prisoner we saved was fighting.
Don't go without me.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot more information in this world, which is much better for me. I love Torture Wretch. Prisoner?
I can still fight.
Okay, here we go.
Very nice. Damage to an enemy, she has 30% chance to knock them down. You become crowd controlled, keeps towards the enemy that inflicted it, dealing physical damage, knocked down. I don't get crowd controlled a lot. Excuse me. Alright, what all did we get here? +2 to occult skills. Most of mine are demonology, so... Yeah, most of mine are demonology, so that doesn't really help me much. Okay, no. That one's kind of a shame. Fire resist. It's the +2 dread claws that I don't want. Wow, it's got an 18% all damage multiplier. But no. These are really the only two with possibility. Attacks reduce, evades, cooldown. Really? I lose the max life though. I mean, I could get back. I mean, these are neither one 800s yet, so sure I can get other things.
That's it for that piece. You know where to find me.
This I really need to replace my helm. That's the worst one. High resistance. Let's do demonology damage. Okay, cool. And until we get better pieces, let's at least try and get some better attributes on the items that we do have. Alright, so we are on Torment difficulty.
No other people I'd rather break bread with.
Put those away. That's a materials reserve. Let me see if I can get a unique out of that. And then let me see what I can craft.
Wise to seek an Ascari where stones are concerned.
Oh, no fours.
Keep your treasures close.
Even after the gem reserve. Alright, okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's do a couple of these Grim Favor runs to get another Whisper Cache. And then we'll attempt the Hellish Descent or whatever it's called. Ooh, boy. Yeah, I got enough time to do all of that. Come on, Brian, move. Slay all enemies. Okay. Travel to Hell's Annex. It has been so long since I've done this.
In memory of Grand Mage Emperor. I met him decades ago. It was he who rejected my application to the Sun Temple.
Yeah, it's been so
called
long
me
since I've done this
Power.
particular Nightmare Dungeon. I barely
And I was.
remember it.
That rejection was a gift. It put put me on my path, pushed me to seek bolder.
Slay Amorous and collect the key of
I now
something.
have the power I once sought. When we took the sanctum, I killed him myself, raised him from the dead. Now he serves my every whim. A fitting legacy for a
Okay. Alright. Seems to be doing alright. What the hell? Where is another one? That's 25 minutes. 35 minutes. I can probably make that one.
This seems relieving.
Oh yeah, I never did do the attempt at the unique helmet. I wanted to do that using the Horadric Cube before I left Temis, and I completely forgot about it. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. This is another one. It's been a very long time since I've done. That being said, I practiced Peaks, and Nightmare dungeons have always been my favorite. What are we doing? Just slaying all the enemies. Level 65. I know exactly what killed me that time. This is one of the few times I know exactly what happened. There are executioner type enemies in certain nightmare dungeons where when you kill them, you get surrounded by a red circle and a blade comes and can do anywhere from half to 2/3 of your damage, or 2/3 of your health. And I saw it, but I didn't see it fast enough, so I was already moving but needed to dodge instead and just didn't get out of it. Because you have to get out of the circle. You can't just not get hit by the blade. Oh my god. Well, that's another run done. Son of a... God damn it. It's two different Warlock builds I've gotten up over level 50. So that's not good enough. It's not good enough. Alright, well, one good thing did come out of all of this, and that's that I have been streaming at 1440p for now 3 hours and 25 minutes, and I have seen some fluctuations in my bitrate, but I have not dropped any frames, which says to me that the tech from Xfinity did a fantastic job on Wednesday. We're gonna test it one more time. We'll test it again on Sunday, and we'll see if I run into any problems there. But it looks like I might be good to go for going back to streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. So we'll see. It's been a long time since I've been on Twitch, and I'm not a fan of the company, but it is, the largest place for people who want to watch gaming. So we'll see. In any case, I'm going to go. This is a perfect opportunity for me to go ahead and wrap it up. I will, before we come back with more Diablo, which will probably be sometime next week. I'm going to get some more characters up to at least level 50 or so before we bring them onto the channel. I've got a Sork, a Druid, and a Paladin that I'm running right now. I'll probably go ahead and start building up another Warlock and see if we can't get another Warlock up to level 50. I'm really enjoying that particular build. That and the tweaks that we made tonight to remove the whatever the skill is that allows you to quickly dodge out. It's an Abyss skill, and swap it with Tortured Wretch. I really like. I really liked it. And then, completely, going all in on Demonology I really enjoyed it. It's a tough build to do early game, those first 30 levels or so. But once you start getting some rare gear, get some of the properties or attributes that you need on that gear, you start to feel a little bit better. In addition, you really do need to focus on getting as much armor as possible, really giving yourself some kind of protections, because other than when Tortured Wretch is out there, who is taunting and things like that, there are just too many times when things like that can happen. And if you don't have enough armor to block it, you're screwed. So anyway, oh yeah, and I also have a Necromancer. I forgot about that. I have a Necromancer that I'm messing around with as well. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So I have a Necromancer, Druid, Paladin, and Sork, all running on hardcore, and I'll probably go upstairs right now. Not right now. Probably tomorrow, and start another Warlock. So, in any case, everyone have a great rest of your evening, a good start to your weekend. I will be back on Sunday. Tomorrow is Champions League Finals, so I will not be streaming tomorrow night. At least I don't believe that I will. So everyone have a good Saturday, and hopefully I'll see you on Sunday. Sunday is probably going to be... I think I had originally said it was going to be Diablo, but considering this, I'm going to need some time to build up some characters. It's either going to be Forza Horizon 6 or Warframe. One of those two. And then as I'm doing this in preparation for Destiny coming on June the 9th. In any case, everyone have a great night. Hopefully I'll see you soon.